A lesson that I want to share with you that I learned in phase 2 is the power of developing your team. In my case, it was the power of developing my team. And we do, inside of our business, what we call team training calls, or now they're just called the team call. And once a week, we all get on a call. Our company happens to be virtual, so we do it on the telephone. Some companies do these types of things in person. We get on a team training call. And on the calls, I and now other people on our team do the trainings for the entire group. And we train each other. We train ourselves. And what I would do is get everyone on the phone, and I would say, what I'd like to do is share with you for maybe 15 or 20 or 30 minutes, share with you a lesson that I've learned. And in fact, a lot of the material that you'll see here in Altitude, these are the types of things that I would teach on these calls as I was learning and developing these things, learning from books, learning from other people, learning the lessons myself in business. What's the best way to learn something? Well, maybe to do it, but teaching it is pretty good too. And what I've found is that if I learn something and I immediately go teach it to someone else, somehow it changes the way it's coded or wired inside of my mind. Really. Like, it's not the same in there anymore. It actually does something to it. And I've talked to a lot of experts about this, and no one's been able to hook up a brain scanning device and see what your brain does when it goes into teaching mode and then show you exactly how the neurons fire differently, although someone will probably do it soon. But something happens in there that makes the brain work a little bit differently. And so I recommend that what you do is you take the material that you're learning here and other material that you're learning outside, and once a week, once every 2 weeks, get your team together, even if it's on a telephone call, and even if it's short, even if it's for 15 minutes, and say, I want to teach you something. I want to teach you something that I learned about how to make your own life better. And if you can focus a lot of the material on the personal life of other individuals, you can go very far. If you focus on making the personal life of your team and the people that are on your team better, and you care about their personal lives, and you insist that they have great personal lives, then on the team training calls during business hours when they're getting paid, you say, hey, let me teach you how to have a better personal life, how to be more effective. It creates a particular type of connection and bond between you and them and between the group that is incredibly powerful. And it's one of those things that, even though it is self-serving, because you are trying to grow these people so that they can help grow the group, it's one of those magical things, you only get a few of these really in life, where you can do it, you can tell everyone what you're doing, you can say, I want you to have a great personal life so that you really enjoy what you're doing inside the business, so that we all succeed together, where it's very win-win-win. There's nothing hidden, there's nothing weird about it, and everyone really enjoys it. We're helping each other. We're here to learn from each other. And I particularly recommend that you take some of the lessons that you're going to learn in this session and use those to start with, because these things tend to resonate with just about everyone, and everyone can relate and get some value from this material. So take this, chop it up, and teach it to your team. In fact, if you want to learn this material 5 times as well, 7 times as well, 10 times as well, you want to master this material, the best thing you can do is teach it to your team. Teach it to your team. Say that with me. Teach it to your team. For you, say, teach it to my team. Teach it to my team. Say it. Teach it to my team. Teach it to my team. So what's the best thing you can do with this material? Good. Teach it to my team. Just write that down. Say it to yourself a little bit. Teach it to my team. I got to teach it to my team. It's a great little phrase. It's memorable. Teach it to my team. Teach it to my team. If you learn something and you like it, put a little star next to it. Teach it to my team. Got to teach it to my team.